Hi, Adam. How you doing? Highlander?
Hi, man.
Hi. Let's wait 1 more minute or so to see more people joins. I got a ping from Andrea. He says he will be a bit late if he joins at all. So it's 3 minutes past now. I guess we can get started. So welcome to this SIG Events meeting on March the 13th. Please sign up on the HackMD document. I'll send the link there. So we have no action items from last meeting, at least none that I noted. And I actually don't have too much to bring up today, so let's see where we end up. Depends on your interest as well to discuss different things. I just want to mention some things first from other groups. So as I guess you know, in the CDF Events work group, there is planning ongoing to release the 0.2 version. The release is rescheduled once again. Now it's scheduled for Monday next week. And it seems a bit promising at the moment, at least. There are still 5 open tickets issues in this release. We might not make all of these, but we have at least finished the most important one, which is the focus of this release, which is about the incident events for DORA metrics. So that's the main difference now when it comes to 0.2 version. And if possible, we will also prepare for the proof of concept for DORA metrics with these new event types. That's for 0.2, and then 0.3, as I think I mentioned before, is intended to be released before CDCon, and we plan for have it in late April. And the focus there will be on connected events and supply chain events. We'll see if we can make that. Depends on how we can proceed on these different topics. Some updates from the TOC. There is an initiative to monitor the health of the CDF projects. There are some different ways to do that, but the way forward seems to be to use what's called the Linux Foundation LFX Insight. And there has been for some time a portal set up for CD events metrics, where we can see how vivid the different CD events repositories are, and then a summary as well. It takes some time to load this, but yeah, it's there anyway. I'm not sure if anyone can access this. You can try and see if it works for you. Otherwise, you might need to request some access. And there's also a separate work group started for LFX updates or improvements from CDF then. This work group is well started, it's at least initiated, there is a repo for it and a meeting schedule created, I believe. I don't think that the first meeting has been held yet. It's Tracy Reagan who drives this initiative. Then along with that, there are also some key results being described with objectives. So they are being defined through issues at the moment. So for example, there are things to note. So let me see, one thing that is very interesting for us is this one. No, not this one. Tools, 2 tools to adopt CDF events. So there is now a key result saying that this year, or I'm not sure if it's this year, but at least there is an OKR for it to adopt CDF events into different tools, which means that there is a great interest from the TOC to make sure that the tools in the CDF have adopted CDF events. And also 2 blog posts should be written on CDF events, and then a lot of other things. So if you're interested, you can go there and see what is being defined. Then I don't have anything from any other group. I don't know if any one of you are involved in any other CDF group that you can give some feedback from. Doesn't seem so, no. So some notices just about coming conferences that I'm aware of. We have the KubeCon coming up in a month. The schedule is announced. We mentioned this last time, I think, about the Cloud Native rejects. The presentations that didn't make it to KubeCon might be on the Cloud Native Rejects conference in Amsterdam as well. I'm not, I will come to the KubeCon conference, but not to the Rejects conference. I haven't planned for it at least. And then, as you know, there is a CDCon in Vancouver, and I saw that Shalander and Adam, you will actually be presenting there, right?
Yeah, actually, we have submitted one proposal, so which is actually accepted. It's talking about our experience using CD events and how interoperability works with the different CI/CD tools. Yeah, so but we're not sure like whether we'll be traveling yet or not. So I think we'll be deciding on next week. So we are discussing with the manager for all of the traveling things and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that is it to finalize. Yeah, we are not sure at the moment. Yeah.
I hope you can make it. Is it a possibility otherwise for you to attend virtually or present it virtually, or?
Yeah, I was actually looking for the options. Like, I don't think there's no option to attend this virtually. I mean, like present this virtually even. So I need to, yeah, we need to check. I think wait for next week, and we'll get to know whether we are will be able to travel or not. So, and
okay.
I think accordingly we need to decide what to do next.
Yeah, I actually registered. I won't be in Vancouver myself, but I registered for the virtual event, even though it's a very bad time schedule, of course, for people in Europe. So, but when I did that, I didn't find an option to register also for the CDCon, only for the Open Source Summit. So I'm afraid that the CDCon might not have a virtual possibility at all, even for attendees. So,
okay.
So then, at least it wasn't available when I registered for the Open Source Summit there. But that might change. We'll see if we can ask someone who might know better. Okay, but let's hope it works out. But how is it kind of similar to the presentations you've had before with the CDF events, or is it something different?
Not to the similar actually. So we don't have any POC this time, but it's just like sharing our experience, like working with CD events and different tools together. Yeah. So
I hope you get the opportunity to present it.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's about it. That's the full agenda more or less that I had. I just mentioned this Relay DevOps as well, which Robert Reeves mentioned last time. but it's still also a month away. Is there anything you would like to bring up? Well, first on other conferences, is there anything else you think we should mention on the conferences here? Or is it anything else you think we should talk about today?
So one thing on the CD events like Spinnaker integration. So that RFC is like so we have updated like most of the comments about the design. So we're about to start the implementation, but so we need this RFC to be approved. So I'm waiting for the approval for the RFC. So I just informed Ben for the final review and approved. So, but I'm yet to get the response from the community and others.
Yeah, good to hear that you're on it. Perfect. It would be great to have that integration, of course, provided by the time of CDCon, if possible, so it can be showcased there as well. I'm not sure if there are any presentations on. I don't think there are too many other presentations on events actually. When I looked at the agenda, I did just look at it very briefly, but I assume that there are Spinnaker presentations at least planned for. I was thinking if there is any presentation planned for someone that we know also works with CD Events. Cameron. Okay. He might mention it, I guess. If it is there, he should mention it, I think. But the rest of the people I don't recognize from our meetings. Okay. So if you don't have anything else, I don't have anything more to bring up actually. Or do you have any questions or comments on anything else related? No? Okay. Then I think we'll make it a short meeting today. Thanks for your interest and talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.